starting to be a trend with the way that we're playing, where we don't come out and execute very early on or play with a sense of urgency, and then we dig ourselves a hole and we fight back. But you got to play perfect when you're digging yourself that big a hole, and that's a lot to overcome, especially to try to do it with any level of consistency. So that's what we got to work on. That's what's got to improve. Once we get down, we start playing fairly well. But the point of the game is to win it, not to get down and see if you can come back. And I need to do a better job making sure that sense of urgency is instilled in them before we pass.
Winning back-to-back games is pretty tough though too, right? Especially with your style.
They're 18 to 22 years old, and we all kill for their level of energy. They're fine. And we play this way. It's what we do. You know, we can make all the excuses in the world. And I get the question. Like it's a completely fair question, but we can make an excuse or we can get the job done. We didn't get the job done.
How do you think you did on the offensive boards tonight? You had 26 second chance points. Obviously, our Rob Morris is missing Marquise Hastings. But how do you think your team did overall in the offensive glass?
Yeah, no, I think the fact that we had 20 offensive rebounds is incredible. I mean, Joel Emmanuel, that's funny, we were actually on him before the game. Like the last thing we said before we went out there on the court in the last huddle was, Joel, you got to become a better off the rebound. He goes out there and gets 6 tonight and lays it all out there on the line. Now, but that was part of that's been part of our identity. You know, it's been that we press, we run motion offense, and we off the rebound. And so it was nice to have a little piece of our identity, you know, be a part of the program again. I think we had 13 yesterday, so it feels like we're starting to get back there with what we want to do from that perspective. But we still have a good ways to go with other stuff.
Jack, I know you didn't start off the game the way that you wanted to, but coming back from down 14 to bring it back to a 2-possession game to 6 points late in that second half, can you just speak on your team's resiliency, especially over the past two games where you guys were just still able to fight back and try to claw your way back in games?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a level of resilience there, but I think you have to be careful with that. You can't always just applaud the effort coming back. You know, it's a long season, right? We have a long ways to go, and there's a lot of things we can work on to get better at. Like the sky's not falling. You know, the world's not coming to an end, but we can't become okay with that. And the winners don't position themselves in that manner. You know, so while I do appreciate the fight, you know, what kind of what I opened with, like the sense of urgency from the very beginning has to be there consistently. Like the simple fact of the matter is, like last year we came in and we had won 4 games the year before. Like people expected to roll over us. You know, you could kind of, or that we were going to roll over for them. You could kind of sneak up on people, right? I mean, I don't think anybody's like surprised when we walk in the gym and we're a halfway decent basketball team. You know, like I think you're kind of have a bullseye on your back, and that's cool. That's what you want. That's nothing to complain about. But that just means you better bring it every time you walk on the floor, or else, you know, somebody's going to steamroll you. Anything else?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.